So, did you know this game has co-op? 'Cause I didn't. Someone randomly mentioned it on stream yesterday, and I made a note to double check on that because I was curious. And yeah, check it out. Looks funny. Yes, E1M1. So, near as I can tell, and I did do a little bit of checking here, this is like the whole thing, too. As in full campaign co-op. Plus, it also has online and local modes. So that's a triple positive. The only thing to check is to stab Mr. Red. Yeah, where's my stabber? How does death work? Oh, that is actually an interesting point. I stand by the triple, but... here's a real question. Do we have hot swap? Looks like we don't. I do hope this crystal stuff is going as well as it can for you, Tyler. I know how that feels. Oh no, I blew up on my face. What do I do? No one thing to do, brother. Commit suicide. Oh. Well, I think that's your answer, Mr. Red. Hang on. I have another way to test this. Any friendly fire? Nope. Damn, I can't move the second player. Well, whatever. That's as far as testing's got today. Until Ventures shows up. Until Ventures shows up, we can do no more testing. Oh, hi, Ventures. Thank you very much, as always. And if you know what you'd like to put that towards, please let me know. Right, speaking of putting that towards, the document has been a little bit cleaned up. I really like reusing songs here. So this is now the updated settings or whatever. Someone asked for a silver number for episode 1. I'm going to calculate that at the end because it's actually going to be extremely easy to calculate. The overwhelming majority of those positives are for episode 1. Beta Chronicles, Wing Commander. And I'm actually going to look it up because because of confusion, essentially. Grid Tactics. There we go. Thank you, Ventures, as always. Nine health, Plutonia? Jesus. Good afternoon, Jay Palmer. So here's the real question. Episode 1 was really, really good. Episode 2 was okay. Episode 3 was terrible. My opinions. And I did just play through these levels, so I think I can at least justify those opinions a little bit. Here's a real question. Where do you think Episode 4 is going to land on that? Hey, Dakota. We're probably going to have a bit of the... Well, I don't have a term for it yet, but it's a very common trend. It's when... Oh, Jesus. It's when an expansion or a DLC or whatever is designed for people who complained about the main game being too easy. We're gonna make one more attempt at this. Is there no getting out of this pit? Oh my god, if you fall into this pit, you're just dead. There is no way out of that pit. Oh my god. Yeah, XCOM from the Deep, yeah. Or Warcraft 2, or... of course, I can't think of any other examples right now. We've seen this a lot. Lost Levels, yeah. Other Quest in Zelda 1. This is episode 4, I forget what it's called. What, that one? Hang on, let me check. Aha! Yes, it comes with a rocket launcher. And still no way out. Oh, there we go. Just wait. Off and on ventures, yes. We're in the third zone right now. Oh, that's not what I was expecting to happen. That's also... And we're dead. To explain why that wasn't what I was expecting there. Oh, God! Where'd you come from? There's just a Baron. There's just a Baron in the first room of the first stage of episode 4. And they're just teleporting enemies onto our face. In the interests of getting on with it, we're just going to crank the diff down and move on. As much as I'm sure people actually want to sit here and watch me die over and over on these stages, I got other stuff to do, you know? I would like to reach Doom 2 some point in this millennia. I mean, that is straight up enemy spam, which is often considered a hallmark of bad game design. In a lot of genres, no less. Like, you saw what happened, right? Yeah, there we go. You hear that? Yeah, that teleported in. So we're on easy, so it teleported in 1 instead of 3. But, yeah. And no Baron this time. So what you need to do, Tyler, is you need to hit refresh, and then it's gonna like there's gonna be this thing where there's gonna be a button that pops up, right? And that button will make you pop out a message being like, "Hey, I'm subscribed." And if you click that, that's when I will know that you subscribed. Because as contradictorily as it sounds, nothing tells me that you subscribed unless you go out of your way to tell me it. Which continues to be something that pisses me off about Twitch. So there's our red key. It is a retcon, but yes, as of right now, the canon is that Doom 1, 2, 64, 4, that's 2016, and 5, that's Eternal, are all the same Doomslayer. The big exception's Doom 3, which ironically has nothing to do with anything. Still spawning new enemies, by the way. Why 3? 3 was intended as... well, okay. 3 was intended as a hard reboot of the setting. 2016 was intended as a soft reboot of the setting, which they then turned into a straight sequel as of Eternal. But, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, because I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure it was Eternal that fully codified the idea of the quintology, as opposed to, you know, 2016, which was mostly just like, wink, wink, wink. Totally the same guy, wink, wink, wink. You know, I have, but it's been a really long time. What's the first game I ever played with Monster Closet Syndrome? I'm pretty sure Wolfenstein 3D would qualify. But as I'm saying that out loud, I'm not sure if that's actually true, because being real, it's been a long time since I've played Wolfenstein 3D. Like, the last time I played Wolfenstein 3D was on the SNES, for example. So, it might be Doom. Doom might be the first game with Monster Closets that I played. Okay. There we go. Maybe. Oh, I agree, Darkrai. And I'm pretty sure the writers of Doom 2016... I'm just going to call it Doom 4, is that okay? The writers of Doom 4 probably had that in mind when they were making it. It's just Eternal laid it out very clearly. No, really. This is us. You know, truthfully, I don't know off their Twitch account. I haven't done that research yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. I know Carmack, who, despite his opinion, perspective, personality, and elitism, is someone I do have some respect for, has kind of been doing his own thing for a while, including Legacy of Rust in this very game. Romero, who can go directly to hell for being an idiot. I have no idea what he's up to and don't really care. Has he seriously been going into VR? That doesn't surprise me. He was always a tech guy. Oh, Sigil was Romero? I didn't actually know that. I haven't played it, but I'm aware of it. Well, that was a lot of enemies in a short span of space. Level design wasn't terrible, but, like, that was ridiculous. Okay. on me, sniping with my shotgun. No kidding, Dakota. Are the maps in Daikatan any good? That is a fascinating question. Because I'm going to presume you mean that literally, as in, are any of the specific map designs, like the level design of Daikatan, any good? And the truth is, I'm not sure. Speaking as someone who has actually played Daikatana, I don't have that clear of a memory of that specific element of the game design. Because lots and lots and lots of Daikatana sucked. But I see where you're going with on that. And it's entirely possible that Daikatana actually has level design to it. Yeah, this might... So far, Episode 4 feels like it might be one of those positive-negative scenarios. Negative for encounter design, which is rare for a Doom game. Positive for level design. I think you're right, Dakota. Yeah, okay, yep. Wow. The whole episode or just this map, Darkrai? Well, level design is usually more about terrain, placement of items, puzzles, guidance, monster things, stuff like that, right? Counter design is about placement of enemies and traps. Enemies is the big one in a Doom game, but traps are still a thing, right? So, like, yeah, the fact that we're fighting a Baron over there through a window, that's an aspect of encounter design. The fact that we had to make that jump over there, that's an aspect of level design. Make sense? A truly ideal game will hit it on all cylinders, but being completely honest, most games, regardless of genre, usually only manage to do one of these aspects well, and the others are just there. Who's shooting me in the back? Grown up on her. Lord knows I've seen a few programs over the years where you're just so used to it that you bang out something in a really short time. Yeah, that didn't look doable. Okay. So this isn't enough height to really make any jumps. Neither's this height. We've already tested that. I can't get around this because it's a blue key, and I can't get around that because it's a yellow key. Okay. Doom 1 did have cheats, but they're the kind of thing it won't get for review purposes. That's actually something I meant to test, because someone mentioned that on the comments. If the cheats still work in this. Does anyone remember any of the cheats? That's what I thought. I can just test one really quick here. IDDQD. Degreelessness mode on. Interesting. Sounds like a yes, though. Sounds like the old cheats still work. Okay, so hang on. Ah, there we go. I'll reload in a second, Plutonium. There, reload, see? So it feels like it wants me to go over there, but like there's a ton of stuff in the way. I've already tried oomphing on this. By the way, I love how Plutonium earlier asked me to oomph on something. And I immediately knew what he meant, without hesitation. If you're wondering. What did that do? Ah! Wait, seriously? Is it even a quite game without an oomph? Oh, here. Let me turn off the music. It'll be easier to hear then. This is the oomph. Of course. I was even expecting that. Oh, now I can... Hello. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me, Mr. Red. One thing I will give episode 4 of missions so far. Granted, we're only 2 missions in, but they're small. Dense, but small. One of the biggest things I disliked about episode 3 was the big, sprawling, boring maps. Also, big, sprawling, boring mazes. While on the subject. Three barons. Wow, yeah, I believe that. No, the chainsaw runs out at a certain point. I don't actually remember how or when. Okay, I have a real... okay, I'm going to accept that. Really? There's just a cyber demon just hanging out there. Doing his thing. With cacodemons, of course. Now we're dead. Episode 4, ladies and gentlemen. So what's bad about TNT? I've never played it. Oh God, Darkrai. Man, I have to know something. I have to know something. So this is the startup on the difficulty we have been playing. This is just the initial room right here. Yeah, see, Bregman figured it out immediately. One of the things I've actually given this game a positive for is how it uses both items and enemies as guideposts, signposts, right? We've been here. We can prove that we've been here because there are corpses, or because there's items we've picked up, right? In the absence of enemies... Nine of 32 isn't great, but I do agree that's not... Okay. Yep, so there's our 3 Barons, as predicted. This is one of the biggest things I was curious about. I don't think I really have the ammo for these guys. Oh, we're dead. We're so dead. Oh god, we're dead. Bring your ammo. Yeah, we're dead. I was hoping to at least reach the Cyber Demon. Whatever. Or multiple Cyber Demons, as the case may be. Also, 32 maps? Jesus Christ, that would get old. Although it is interesting how, and this is not a dig or a complaint, it's just, back in the day, map packs were such a common thing, weren't they? For a lot of games, actually. Because a lot of people just wanted the game they already liked, but more. I have never really played Doom 1 on Nightmare, no. I'm not sure anybody wants to watch me die many, many times trying to beat E1M1 on Nightmare. I think so, I will be back. I know Nightmare is different than Ultraviolence. For the record, I actually have beaten Episode 1 in Ultraviolence. Once. I never felt the need to do that again. And that was a long time ago. Like 20 plus years ago. In fact, I was screwing it up because I forgot Nightmare even existed, and earlier I mentioned Nightmare when I actually meant Ultraviolence. Good point, Blade Chaval. Let's see, what FPSs did we have in the early 90s? So we had Wolfenstein 3D, of course, which honestly is pretty boring. Like, I know it's the grandpappy and all, but honestly, have you ever seen Wolfenstein 3D maps? There's not much going on there. When did Marathon come out? Real question, because I haven't looked into it in a while. So I do. 94. Wow, Marathon's an oldie. Cute game. Real cute. When did Dark Forces come out? Yeah, by memory, and granted, it has been a while, Wolfenstein 3D is another one of those good for a certain point of time, and then it just Sunshine Syndrome's hard, right? I like Doom 1, actually. Well, yeah, after Doom came out, you notice a lot of the games you're listing are post-Doom. Doom really did open up the floodgates on FPSs. They existed before Doom, but... use a backpack at this point. He followed me. That's funny. Oh, you asshole. I accept death. Maze War. So, one of those interesting things about genres is that the further back you go, the less like itself it looks, right? That also means it gets more debatable the further back you go. I bring that up because, generally speaking, in my experience, it's more a matter of debate what the first such and such is, rather than just codified fact. We all know the game that popularized the FPS. I'm playing it right now. But actually invented the FPS? That's a little trickier. And as we talked about yesterday, genres are, I don't want to say meaningless, but let's go with ill-defined. I mean, that's what all the non-arcade games looked like back in the 70s. Yeah, the definitions get looser the further back you go. Genres, by their very nature, develop into subgenres as time goes on. Platformer, collectathon platformer, puzzle platformer, combat platformer, Metroidvania, you get it. Looks like Battlezone was actually after that. Sorry, let's look at something up. Okay, so we got the red key. Where am I? There's also Descent, the world's very first vomit in simulator. Whoa. How do I get back up? Descent is fascinating because I actually went back and replayed it a few years ago. About like 15 years ago at this point. And I navigated it just fine. Now, that's not bragging. Because the idea is that, you know, I've been playing video games for the last 40 years, right? Okay. I remember distinctly when Descent first came out, and I couldn't even beat, like, I want to say the second level, something like that. It was a thing. Just for your poor audio. Hey, Dream Whisperer. already inclined to say no, Mr. Red. Points if you can guess why. Well, the biggest problem with this soundtrack, this one right here, the remixed, is it's essentially impossible to hear what the hell's going on in the game while it's playing. That is a problem. Especially in a game which relies on you having audio navigation so much, which this one absolutely does. Our backpack. Is that it? Nope. Now that's it. Okay. Yeah, the original soundtrack, for whatever reason, is already ridiculously quieter than the remixed one. What? Do I like the original music? No. I can enjoy certain aspects of old MIDI synth songs, but it's a rare and precious thing. I'm too, well, spoiled, frankly. I haven't listened to NES music since I was a kid. I was thinking the same thing, Dakota. Like, wow, that guy's really visible. What's the final boss? 15 cyber demons, while being fought with 3 spider masterminds. While fighting the Icon of Sin. While fighting Mr. Red, the true final boss. That's right, the greatest sin of all, Mr. Red. Not finishing the Starfield highlight reel. It's truly unforgivable. Hopefully a nice long time for Hexy. Yeah, there's a reason I haven't actually asked Mr. Red to do any highlight reels for over a year at this point, I think. Yeah, this is kind of difficult to navigate visibly. Clips. I ask for those all the time. Anytime there's something clip-worthy, anyways. Okay. Always pulsating organs. Don't you have anything else to make demons?
For demons, it must be guts.
That's being evil. As it should be. As we all know, anything who actually has guts is evil. It's pretty gross, Trihexia. I try to ignore it whenever I can. Surprised it doesn't have an app option. Isn't there YouTube on the Switch? Hey, Andrew. Jesus, Plutonium. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I've seen people pull some extreme optimizations on the SNES, for example, with modern design. Not new hardware, just modern programming techniques and time and optimization. I don't know, Mr. Red. What's it worth to you? Here, there's a star field out there. I'm being facetious. I will check out this place. I'm gonna need about 3 of those paper clips. And some pencil shavings. pretty sure you unlock the secret levels by doing the secret exits on the stages that lead to them. Don't actually quote me on that, though. I'm not sure. I may have never seen the secret levels. We'll find out. If I have, I've probably only seen episode 1s. Like beans. You know what improves soup even more? Chunks of meat. It's something I have to get used to here, I'll admit it. And Whisper goes out with the axe himself. Chop! Sorry. I'm curious, who here has actually messed with the WAD editor? I don't actually know what the program's called. That reminds me, we need to talk about that. See, that's kind of exactly what we need to talk about, Mr. Red. I realized yesterday that I sort of automatically presumed this game had built-in editors or accessible editors. But when I was doing my double-check stuff this morning, I couldn't find any evidence thereof. So, you can upload WADs, and you can browse WADs. That's good accessibility. But near as I can tell, you cannot make them. I'd love to be proven wrong on that. I'd love to give those positives, but the moment, it's going to be a negative to gameplay. Ultimate Doom Builder. Cool. And naturally, that comes with the game, right? Probably my least favorite enemy in the entire game. No joke. Well, that is a shame. But that is what I thought was going to be true. So I'm going to remove those positives then. Yeah, exactly, Dream Whisperer. I realized the other day we actually do have a precedent for a non-upple positive to gameplay for mods. That's the game we've already covered, StarCraft 2. Accessibility, they're right there in the game, in the menu designed for that kind of thing. Easily searchable and easily loadable. They're easy to... or not easy, sorry. The editor is built right into the game. You can just launch the editor. And the amount of stuff you can do with it is absolutely bonkers. People have made entirely separate games in StarCraft 2's editor. I think so, J. Balmer. Yeah, this is remixed, by the way. Right, this is the funny, the silly song. Oh, that's just mean. I'm secretly a vampire, Mr. Red. Good morning off the deeper end. I'm sorry, Mr. Red, but I'm afraid this is just a bit of, bad blood. Yeah! Sorry. This level looks familiar. How does this level look familiar? I've never played episode 4. It must be from speedruns, yeah. I don't know what else it could be. Yeah. Whatever. No, this is episode 4 of Doom 1. The last thing we're doing for Doom 1. Well, second to last. I suppose that's actually not an invalid idea. Hang on. Hey, Linnea Ruth. Yeah, I would say map 2 was probably the meanest of the maps so far, followed by 1. Actually, no, Tully is it. I didn't need that gear anyways. All that armor was just slowing me down. Yeah, actually, Episode 4's maps have gotten easier. And I don't just mean because we turned the diff down. I mean, because the maps got easier. It's really weird. This is going to sound weird, but I was expecting something a little bit more, I don't know, gimmicky for a secret level. I guess it is a way to get a rocket launcher early. That was quick, Lunarith. Just don't overwork it. I don't want you getting even more injured. Oh, that's clever, I'm telling you. So Stormgate's the one that's already in early access, right, Dream Whisperer? Because I can never remember which one's which. So they had a closed beta recently, which is probably why you're not finding a lot of news, because of the closed thing. Now, I totally don't know anybody who's in that closed beta. Wink! But I have not been hearing good things. Is the simplest way to put that. I am extraordinarily disappointed. But unfortunately, I saw the writing on the wall with regards to Stormgate like a couple of years ago at this point. I stopped being excited for it. And as time goes on, it looks like I'm being proven correct, which is a damn shame. And we're dead. Yeah. How far back is this? Having said that, anybody interested in a competitive multiplayer scene might be in for some good stuff when it comes to Stormgate. Actually, yeah, Mr. Red. Unfortunately, they really are, for all intents and purposes, going right into the boring kind of competitive multiplayer. You know the type. Same map, same rules. All Fox, no items. Final stage only. Well, final destination only. You know, boring. But if that's what you're into, they got that. Is this a unique song? I sort of assumed it wasn't, so I wasn't even trying. Secret area in the secret area. Well, as much as I like controversy, I see. If that's the map I'm thinking of. Oh my god. Yes, that's not working. Does this count as a level? Oh my god. that was a level. We actually got under par on that. Okay. Scariest? I hate to ask such a terrible question, but how do you define scary in this case? That happened. This looks familiar. Doom 1 was gross to me, but I don't think gross is what you mean by scary. A game that legitimately scared me to the point where I didn't want to play it anymore. No, Subnautica's good scary. That's dread. It's not horror. No, Alien Isolation didn't quite hit that for me, although that is definitely a horror game. Complete with horror movie monster. I've actually played part of Amnesia, and the fact that I only can say part of it probably implies that that would... I've played this level, haven't I? Yeah, this is either remixed or my memories are even worse than I thought. Yeah, we're dead. You know what? Actually, okay, I've got an unironic answer for you. You ready for me? Papers, please. I mean, we actually streamed Papers, Please. Some of you remember that. That was a while ago. And yeah, I reached a point where I was like, guys, I'm just going to put this down. I've never been back. I never planned to. is one-shot range. It is very oppressive, is the word I would use. Or suicide-inducing, might be another phrase. Exactly, J. Palmer. And you are doing your job properly, right, J. Palmer? Aren't you making sure that the right people get through for the right reasons at the right times? I don't know. If you don't understand it, and I don't mean this as a dig, J. Palmer, I'm not sure I can actually possibly explain it better. You play a bureaucrat whose job it is to make people's lives worse, because otherwise your life is made worse. That's it. That's the game. If that's not terrifying, I do not know what is. You are very much part of the problem, and your family is quite literally being held hostage. Make sure that you continue to contribute. It's a pretty messed up game for how banal it is, but that's, I suppose, the point, isn't it? I'm gonna undo that. I don't feel like taking that hit. God damn it. Forget. You're here forever. Oh my god. Yeah, games where there really is no positive outcome, where things are awful, end of statement, tend to hit me harder than most. But Papers, Please just really managed that better than most games do. It's extraordinarily messed up. Okay? Anyways, I hope that's an acceptable answer, because I'm not sure I have another one. Oh, sorry. Favorite weapon in Doom 1. Oh, gosh. Back in the day, I would say the plasma rifle. Nowadays, I'm not sure. This thing right here. Past that, yeah, honestly, old shoddy. I like reliable weapons. Achievement for that. I would say no. I've never really noticed the difference. Hey, Talmurid. I think the only thing I didn't kill was that jackass at the end. Okay, so that was the secret levels. I think. Is this where we were? God. Is there? Oh, god damn it. I hate you, Mr. Ed. I want you to know that I personally feel vitriolic hatred for you. I want you to die. I want you to die so badly. Okay, there's no secret levels in Doom 2, so we're okay. Well, if Episode 4 was intended as a lead into Doom 2, then it would make sense that we're on Earth, but I don't know if they were even thinking about that when they designed these. Really. Why did you say that, Mr. Red? I have no idea off the deep end. Really, Rocket Clap? Great. Because I already thought episode 1, sorry, E4M1 was pretty terrible. As I say, this is the 60s. There we go. Much better. You know, that remixed music is way too loud. Now, remind you, it's turned down to half volume. Granted, so is this, but... I mean, audio balance is a negative we tend to give, but... truthfully, if I wanted to stick with the remix music, I'd just turn it down even more. Why is episode 4 just enemy spam the episode? My god. The whole episode's been this way. I don't understand your question or criticism, Stormgate. I'm sorry. In lore, that would be interesting. If the demons are like, well, throw everything we got at them. Why? Because nothing else worked. Okay. You 500, go into the teleporters. Okay, sir. Okay, you other 500 go in. Aren't you going to wait for the first 500? No, they're already dead. What? Oh, I know, Rocket Clap. We were talking about that earlier. It is an unfortunately common problem that people will complain that games are too easy, and, this is the really bad part, developers will listen to them. Yeah, for whatever reason, demons are usually swarmer factions. Even in games where there's not, like, faction calculus going on. I suppose that's true, ISC. It's just, in my experience... Oh, Jesus, I am out of ammo. In my experience, it's more the too easy crowd. Granted, I've been playing video games for 40 years. But... I'm just sick of that complaint, I guess is really what that boils down to. Like... I don't know. I'm sure there's some legitimate people who are actually people who complain about games being too easy and it actually detracts from their enjoyment of the work. In my experience, those either don't exist or are in the minority, because the overwhelming majority of people who play these games and complain that they're too easy are the people who have been no-lifing them, which is really on them, or elitist dickheads. And yeah, exactly, to quote, it's not even a video game, but it's still the same damn thing. I mean, difficulty mutators are a great way to go about that kind of custom difficulty, in my opinion. It's one of the reasons why difficulty mutators is almost always a positive. Often several positives. You know? Oh. There might be some of that in that Trahexia. Like, I've... Well, so there's actually a really easy answer that might come out of. So when you switch episodes, you lose the gun in question. Because, yeah, we haven't picked it up, is the actual answer to that. We did pick up the BFG in episode 3, and we did use it. Sorry. Words. I have seen interviews from developers over the years, just a few, in a couple of series, where they were legitimately irritable at how people complained that their games were too easy, and so a little bit of a, oh yeah, came into their development. Now here's the funny part. In almost every interview I've seen about that, the tone of the interview was one of remorse. That they regret having actually done that. You know, moment of spite and then, ah, crap, kind of a thing. Lead here? Really? Yeah, exactly. Dakota. Whatever, I don't have the yellow door key anyways. I know it, Melkor. Okay, this is going to result in my death very quickly. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, cool. Okay. We're effectively just hitmanning right now, so don't mind me. Okay, from what I understand, we'll pretty much never get another Mick Gordon soundtrack again. Thanks for that, whoever was involved in that. Yeah, I don't think anybody was happy with how things turned out there. With Mick Gordon, I mean. See you around, Jay Palmer. Get some good rest. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty much locked into needing a key at this point, either blue or yellow. I'm getting very low on ammo. I'm fighting a headache, and I'm really tired of playing these secret levels, which I blame Mr. Red for 100%, obviously. He went back in time and made these secret levels just to spite me. Get all the ammo? Looks like I did. That's a good point. It's always Mr. Red's fault. This is the 4th secret level, yes. This is the last one. Oh, it's going to be great. We'll start playing Doom 2 with a headache. I can't wait. Migraine is always worse. Granted, it's a gradient, but a true migraine, a real migraine, is debilitating. You have difficulty seeing. There it is. You have difficulty seeing because bright lights start creating spots in your vision. You have trouble keeping your eyes open, and you're nauseous. Migraines suck. Kills, 100%.
I've never heard of it. I'll have to deeper in.
Yeah, I've actually thought about it. And the first thing I would heal if I had the ability just to heal it would be dementia. But the second thing I would heal would probably be cancer. But the third thing would be migraines. Okay, that's all 4 secret levels. Actually, I have had a cluster headache once. Well, actually more like 5 times. But one time recently. And by recently, I mean 8 years ago. But I remember it very distinctly. Cluster headaches are horrific. Don't mistake me, cancer is a cancerous thing, but dementia, we need to fix that. If you gave me a magic cure bullet, boom, let's get rid of dementia. Nuke that crap. Oh yeah, this one. That was too slow. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. Ditto. Alpha blade. Whoops, too far, too far. Oh god, I'm screwing up everywhere. I'm screwing up everywhere. Ah! One more try, one more try. I don't know, do you think this stage is worthy of a negative, or is it just such a nothing burger it's a neutral? I'm reasonably certain I've never played any of the of episode 4. This is all new to me. What the hell I was doing in this stage before Mr. Red was like, wait! Go to the secret levels! And then, you know that, like, pain stick the Klingons use? He just shoves that right into my temple. And yes, the completionist is a scam artist who periodically masquerades as actually being a YouTuber. Of course there's a Baron right there, why wouldn't there be? It's actually more complicated than I can go into in simplicity, but the simplest and easiest way to say it is charity fraud. But it's a multifaceted thing. It's not like he was just like, hey, charity, and then took his money. No, he's been doing stuff for years to skim. Okay. It didn't seem to do anything. Percentage-wise, most charities are scams. Yes. There's a decent chunk of charities that are actually charities and scams, if that makes any sense. In other words, they are there to launder money and to cycle money up to the people running it, but they do also then contribute some of the money to whatever it is they say they're doing. Yeah, the concept of the charity got hijacked by scammers is a great way to put that. Because people realize that just the word charity, it's a very positively inclined word, right? And people tend to get rather into, you know, oh, I'm giving to charity, so I'm doing a good thing, I'm doing my part, I'm trying to help the world, and people want to help other people, and people want to feel good about themselves, so that's two groups of people who'd be both benefited by giving to charities. And then you get governmental intersection on that, and I don't know how that works in other countries, but here in the States, most charity stuff is tax-free in order to encourage charities. So, now you have another financial incentive to start up a charity, and you see the problem. Seeing everything's changed down here. It's like, no. And yeah, two of the charities I actually support, which is the Prevent Cancer Foundation, and Médecins Sans Frontières, both of them still have their issues. Doctors Without Borders has historically been used several times in order to accomplish espionage in other nations. And Prevent Cancer Foundation has siphoned off money several times for paydays, for lack of a better way to put that. That's how it is. Like, if you ever want to know what charity is like 100% above board, it's probably a local one that probably doesn't even have a website and is just people in the community donating for a specific cause. And upon donation and successful accomplishment of said cause, the charity then shuts down because it's done it, right? Like, they did it. I have encountered such things in my life, and I'm sure plenty of other people have as well. That's a real charity right there. Okay, I have very little health right now. Okay, that didn't work. Thought I understood what I was doing, but apparently I didn't. Nope. Okay. Oh. This is just back here. Who shot me? Okay. So I thought I got it, and then I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna Google this one. Like, I thought I understood the middle gimmick, right? You enter the Who keeps shooting me? You enter the middle teleport from a different direction. It teleports you to a different direction. But I've only been able to come up with 2 directions for that. Okay, so now I've just accomplished a 3rd direction. But, like, why won't it go over there? Maybe I have to approach it from the opposite side? And either way, I'm melting because, duh. That's just a problem I can't really do anything about. It's me, Mike Romano. I am the charity lore. Oh, thank God, some health. No. What? There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that did. Okay. Well, I hope you both had fun, Micromono. Oh. What did that do? Yeah, we're dead. Wish I could chew on some concrete right now, I'll tell you what. Oh, God damn it. Hello? Game? Game? Okay. The floor is lava, Micromono. Health tax, as to go ahead and put it. I want to bet that was the jackass who kept shooting me earlier. I couldn't see, but could hear. Actually died to once. Okay. Oh my God. And we're dead. Is that a cyber demon? Because that sounds... It is a cyber demon. Oh my God. That's a good question. How many pistol shots does it take to get to the center of a cyber demon? Hey, a BFG. Didn't even see what was happening there. Okay. Somewhere between 267 and 800 shots. Good lord. Yes, that was the final boss of Doom 1 until the other final boss from Doom 1 showed up. Ugh. Don't actually answer this, but are we going to fight a frickin' spider demon at the end of this? I'm just poking fun Mike Tomato because, like, even the developers, if I'm remembering correctly, have said that they thought the cyber demon would have been a better final boss than the spider demon. Okay, so just for fun. Okay, so that's a total waste of ammo, and we're not going to do that. See you around, Linnea Ruth. Have fun. Or else. Oh, I have no idea, Andrew. Could have been just one of those things where they did it and then they were like, well, we shouldn't have done it that way. Developer's remorse is a common thing. Is the music different in Doom 2? Oh, no. Random question. So, what, other than the map, indicates that this is a blue door? I clicked on it just out of curiosity, and it was like, hey, you need a blue key. Like, the map does show the blue line there, see? Oh, God. Oh, God. There's a, I mean, that is adorable. Doesn't have anything yellow on it to indicate that. But whatever. Excuse me. Let's see if we can do anything this way. That's a red key. Okay. You know, one of the things I love in games is gotchas. Admittedly a phrase that has a different connotation nowadays, but nevertheless remains true. As gotcha design is still everywhere in games. Bigger maps. Oh, that sucks. Do they have smaller maps, maybe? Maybe like periodically. It's like a treat. To the devil. Rarely do I mean that as quite as literally. Hey Andrew, hello Zara. I don't believe Doom has falling damage, no. Don't quote me on that, though. Okay. Probably Racky Cloud. I'm in a weird spot. I need the red key to get to the middle, and I don't have the red key. Blue key got me the yellow key. The yellow key didn't get me anything. Good morning, Dark Day. Point of oonfing our way to victory here. Yeah, that's red key. No, it's okay. It's... Lord knows I miss stuff all the time. I was pretty sure I hit this already because this is what popped the trap here. Yeah, we're wall humping. This looks like it should be a thing, but it isn't. Yeah, the Wolfenstein method. Oh my god. I once started an attempt at an all secrets run, or all treasure run, or whatever it's called, of Wolfenstein 3D. I quit. Good morning, Chthon. How are you doing today? Okay, we are on E4 M7. Let's look this up, because I need the red key. And I don't know where it is. So let's see here. It's more like, so the way that Wolfenstein does treasures is it just hides them like wherever, basically. Like imagine you're going down this hallway, well that specific panel right there, the one that has nothing unique about it, that has treasure. And yeah, the dungeons in Wolfenstein look very, very samey. To the point of it actually being difficult to navigate. Oh, for God's sakes, it's right there. Thank you, breakfast sampler. Ah! God damn. Body blocked at the last second there. 8 lost souls. I believe it still is Strathon. I could be wrong. Hey, Valerian. How you doing today? You know, I'm trying to come up with like a silly movie that you could have watched that would make you ugly cry. Ghostbusters 1. No. Whoop. Or Wayne's World. That's an even better answer. Oh, okay. Well, I hit the switch, I think, but I'm not 100% sure if I actually did hit the switch or not. So... Oh, no, I did. I can see it. Damn it. Well, this is all for nothing. I'll switch to a weapon that won't get me killed here. better than episode 3 off our Twitch account. I know that's not saying much, but it's still true. I just can't wait for the VOD comments and people blasting me for not liking episode 3. Because you know that's what's going to happen. That's an interesting setup. When was Quake made? Like, when did Quake come out? Follow-up question. When did episode 4 come out? Yeah, that tracks. I'm just saying, you can kind of feel the Brown Castle vibes a little bit already, you know? I don't know, what was your favorite level in Quake 1? The Brown Castle, the Grey Castle, or the Brown Castle? Quake has always had a bit of a different flavor from Doom. That's true even into the more modern stuff. Well, Quake also stopped being single-player stuff for a while there. Yeah, Doom the Dark Ages, aka Doom 6. I don't know, I'm looking forward to it, but we'll see what they do with it. Then again, I unabashedly like Doom 4 and 5, so what the hell do I know? Okay. So, to fully explain what just happened there, because we have the original soundtrack on, I can actually hear sound effects and use those to navigate and gauge what's going on. And almost every enemy in the game, or possibly every enemy in the game, I'm not actually sure about that, has a unique sound to them, so you can tell what you're about to fight before you actually fight it. That's helpful. So then I heard a sound I didn't recognize. That freaked me out a bit. It's probably because I've only heard that sound once. Speaking of... Okay. Okay. Oh, that was it. That's okay. Wow, we were under par. Holy crap. The spider mastermind must have sent forth its legions of hellspawn before your final confrontation with that terrible beast from hell. You stepped forward and brought forth eternal damnation and suffering upon the Horde, as a true hero of the Alliance would do in the face of something so evil. Besides, someone was going to pay for what happened to Daisy, your pet rabbit. But now you see spread before you a more potential pain and gibbitude as a nation of demons run amok amongst our cities. Next stop, Doom 2. Why are we carrying around our bunny's severed head? Asking for a friend. Give me a second. I have to kind of line this up accurately because I'm only have 20 minutes to do the audit. All right, let's do it. E1M1. Well, that was easy. What the hell? All right, so, yeah, for real. This is by Zero Master. There's a grass simulator for Doom? Seriously? If you're ever wondered what actually leaving the head bumping on looks like, here you go. No. This isn't a first game. That would be Wolfenstein. Alright, let's review, let's audit the story of Doom 1. Okay, done. All joking aside, I do think that there is a story. That's what I expect with that. But there ain't much of one. Era of the Straight. No, it depends on what category you're doing, Dark Day. And what you define as all of Doom 1. Anybody want to know the silver number of just Doom 1? Sorry, I said that wrong. Of just Episode 1. Sorry. Any guesses before I tell you? A silver number is sort of exactly what it sounds like. It's for part of a game. $124.54. You know, I have mentioned for years, actually. It should only be a double. I've mentioned for years how I'd only replay Episode 1. And I've always sort of assumed that's because Episode 1 is the non-gross one, and thus the one I can, you know, enjoy. I think there's another layer there that I didn't really realize. Yeah, it's just better design. They're just better and more interesting levels. I stand by that. Give me a bit, my kimono. That's harder to calculate. But I can figure that out. If you give me a minute. I'm doing the boring part right now, don't mind me. I'm almost done. Then we can actually audit. Episode 2 is fine, I agree. I spent most of my venom at episode 3. I'm not even... I can't even watch the thing because I'm doing the boring stuff. I assume this is a good speedrun. Well, good thing we would never emulate on this show. That would be insanity. I always hook up my actual Game Boy to the computer every time I play it. I mean, Doom speedruns are like Mario Bros. 1 speedruns. They are well-trod ground. These people have been practicing this for literal decades. And coming up with all kinds of absolutely ripping the code in half strategies. I have no idea, Trithon. I mean, those are probably... Exactly, Makamoto. Those are probably streamable, because they're probably DOSBox. But I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure I've played the original Elite, but I have so little memory of it as that I might as well have never played it, you know. They did say rip and tear, PM Triox. I was just following directions here. The silver number for episodes 1 through 3, I'm just going to tell you right up, is 96. No, that's wrong. 87, excuse me, it's 87. It is a big dip. Okay. Not an issue, not an issue. Doesn't exist, doesn't exist. Well, that's what we're about to find out, ISE. Let's see. There are bosses, but this will not be. Bugs, not really. Builds, no. Camera, no. Cheats, no. Choices, co-op, we already covered. I have no idea how well Doom 3 will score, but I do agree it's a completely different genre. It's one of the biggest reasons why I was originally not even going to play it alongside the other Dooms. One of the final reasons that changed my mind on that is it'll be a nice break. We'll do Doom 1 and 2, then we'll play a different genre of game, and then we'll play Doom 4 and 5. I'm not being facetious, though. That really was one of the final thought processes there. What genre is it? Ask me again when we get there, but if you ask me, I would say horror. I mean, obviously it is an FPS, but first-person shooters is such an umbrella category at this point. Whereas Doom 1, 2, 4, and 5 are functionally run-and-guns. Doom 3 is a horror game. What do I think of Doom 3 best on memory? I've actually beaten Doom 3, believe it or not. I was not impressed. Now, I should mention, because this is relevant, I played before any of the patches came out. I played it at launch. And while there's obviously some, buggy-related issues there, that means that the flashlight fix wasn't in yet. Correct, Dark Day. This will be my first time. I also have not played the expansions, because I, again, was not impressed with the base game. So I just walked away from it. I've also only played Doom 3 once, the one time. I have actually never played Fear, in general. I'm almost positive it's on the veto list because of streamability problems. You can check me on that. If you type !veto, it'll pull up a page. Or rather, a link to the page. Yeah, in episode 4 already? Good lord. What do we think about Kit? The streamability gap is usually somewhere between mid-aughts and mid-10s. So 2005 to about 2015. Now it's a little bit elastic, but that's about the range. I don't know, I don't think the Kit is negative worthy, but I feel weird giving a plus to Kit for this game. What do you think? Anybody? It is extraordinarily simple. Not bad, but very simple. I mean, that is what some people do, Valerian. Yeah, I was leaning towards a wash myself in Oceans. I don't think it's negative worthy. We've encountered FPSs with much worse Kit. Actually, you know what? Let's just double check something. Did we give a Kit positive to Doom 64? Looks like we did. Let's double check that. This is a speedrun. I was just looking up what weapons they had in Doom 64. Because we have pistol, shotgun, chain gun, super shotgun, plasma gun, rocket launcher, the BFG, and the Unmaker. I don't want to niggle on this. I'll acquiesce to a positive. It's not like they're badly designed weapons. It's just... This feels like a pity positive. Let me come back to Kit. I'll come back to that because I want to compare and contrast some other games. Let's see. Replayability. Yeah, that's the weird one. Episode 1 is pretty replayable, but then again, the same thing can be said about Mario Sunshine. This definitely is a game with Sunshine Syndrome, 100%. I hope the studying goes well, Trithan. Mods is different. I do think this deserves a replay positive, though. The speedrun, you know, the par thing, the percentage counter thing, the secrets, and the fact that episode 1 is replayable. I am more than willing to acquiesce on that. However, I also think this game gets a replay negative because of episode 3, to put it very, very bluntly. It is actively antagonistic towards replaying at that point. Okay, let's go look at Kit again for a moment. So we've got a few FPSs under our belt at this point. Most of the Halo games got a single positive to Kit. Same with most of the Modern Warfare games we've covered. In fact, the only FPSs we have given multiple positives to Kit are Titanfall 2, Halo Reach. We haven't given a negative to Kit in an FPS yet. See, that's what I was thinking after switching out. If Halo 1 qualifies, then that probably qualifies. So, sure. We'll go ahead and call that. It's borderline, but we'll round up. Starfield, which is, of course, not an FPS, probably didn't get a Kit positive. Let's go down and check the RPGs. Starfield actually did get a Kit positive, and also a Kit negative. Sorry, I'm grinning because I just glanced at the Mega Mans. There's some Kit positives for you. Anyways, so with that, that gives us a net score. One moment, please. of 33 to gameplay. That's true, Dakota. That's a valid point. Listen, lasagnas are dumplings, just like cereal is a soup. We all know this. Okay. Where's Doom? There's Doom. Starfield does qualify as a BRPG, for what it's worth. Ugh, you ever have cold tomato soup? Ugh. No, thank you. Sorry. I just saw something and I'll share in a moment that I find amusing. So, Doom 1, +2 to story. That is our 4th worst story score ever amongst the FPSs we've covered so far. Only surpassed by Modern Warfare 2R, by Technical, Doom 64, and my personal favorite, Wolfenstein Youngblood. I'm not even going to cover the rest of the stats. Let's just move on to gameplay. Gameplay, I got +33, which is actually really high. That actually puts it in the number 2 slot in terms of just gameplay. That's 3.59 positives per hour and a ratio of 77%. However, I want to share the thing that made me laugh first. So, Doom 1 got +33 to gameplay. Wolfenstein Youngblood got -33 to gameplay. So this game is as good on gameplay as Youngblood is bad. Giving us our final golden number of... Drumroll, please. Odd. A lot of these are short games, too. Very high densities across the board. Like Modern Warfare 2, the original, got 4.7 pluses per hour. Anyways. For a bit of perspective, Doom 64 got a 42. And in this case, it got 84.71. Actually, a really respectable score. Especially for a game that functionally came out in 1993. Considering that episode 1 was 120, that's shocking. And this is one of those things. We've said this before, and we'll say this again. Old games, when people say games being old, we don't actually mean games that are old. We mean games that feel old. Doom 1 doesn't feel old, in my opinion. Oh, sure, it's got some issues and it's got some problems, but for the most part, it still feels and plays like a good shooter. And yeah, it looks like Dakota wins that one. I would not call this a first game, personally. As I already mentioned, Wolfenstein 3D, that's the first game. Especially for this lineup. Yeah, exactly, Dakota. If anything, this is the Mega Man 2 of this particular developer group. Yeah, if this game was released out of nowhere today, yeah, same people, but well, if this was released today, this would probably be considered a decent retro shooter, right? So, do we think Doom 2 will score better or worse? These are all interesting questions. Here's a better question. Let me go ahead and switch this over here. Because it's the question Triaxi just asked in chat. Do you think Doom 2 will score better than Doom 64? Because that's going to be an interesting one, I think. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and do some post-stream paperwork. And when I come back for the lunch break, we'll go ahead and we'll hit up Doom 2. See you guys.